frei die Lage ruhig ist. Ich passe. Ja, die Lage ist ruhig. Die Linie ist wirklich frei.
Speaking of Tarantino, you guys have all heard about this new movie he's doing, Inglorious Bastards. Well, it's a remake. I know it's hard to believe, but at least this time he's like admitting that he's remaking a movie instead of just stealing the complete idea and then remaking it. This one's like a total, well, it's a Dirty Dozen ripoff in the first place. The best thing about Italian movies, okay, here's the deal with Italian movies. Italian movies, they like take whatever is popular at the American box office. And this guy that directed this, Enzo Castellari, he actually made this movie called The Last Jaws, which was such a ripoff of Jaws that they sued, and it never even got released in this country because it was such a ripoff. Vic Morrow played the Quint character, did exactly the same as Robert Shaw, down to the accent and everything. Had a shark that reached up and ate a helicopter just like in Jaws 2. It's ridiculous. It's a great movie. If you ever get a chance to see it, it's awesome, but it's a complete Jaws ripoff. It's just horrible. But you know, that's his job. That's their job there. It's like they got just enough competency to like use a movie camera, but they aren't apt enough to actually make something good. It's just amazing. And this guy's actually, for Italian directors, his crime movies rule. Big Racket, awesome movie. You should check that one out. His war movies, yeah, not so much. But I love, these are the movies I like. I like the movies where they get this like, you know, gang where like everybody's a little different. You get Fred Williamson. He's the tough as nails black convict who like couldn't take the racial baiting from his commander, so he punched one of them in the face. Then you got Bo Svensson, the guy that was in Walking Tall Part 2, even though on the box says he was a Walking Tall, bullshit, it was Walking Tall Part 2, the inferior sequel to Walking Tall, though it's okay, but it's not too bad. He plays the, you know, brash army flying pilot guy that, you know, like walks tall and carries a big stick just like a Walking Tall, and he's like got all the funny lines and stuff. And then you got the crazy guy who is like the black market guy who like opens up his coat and he's got every weapon you could want, every tool, like when you got to fix the car and stuff. And then you got the scaredy cat guy, you know, who just wants to go home the whole time and he's just crying and peeing his pants the whole time. And then you got the racist guy, of course, who has to bait Fred Williamson so they can have some fight scenes and stuff like that. And he's like the ladies' man, you know, and he's always trying to hook up with these half-naked German chicks that are bathing in the water, you know, pretend that he's a German dude. And, you know, they accidentally kill a bunch of Americans. That's how this starts out, that are dressed up as German soldiers, and they don't know it, so they have to take their place and pull off this daring raid on this German train and steal this gyroscope from this rocket that the Germans are in. It's just ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing you ever see. The action scenes are half-assed, because of course, I mean, it's freaking a 70s Italian movie. What do you expect? This is the same guy that directed, like, you know, post-apocalyptic movies and stuff like that I love. There's one coming up in a little bit here. But you know, you're not going to get quality. I mean, this is Italian. They had lower budgets. They didn't have named stars. People went over there. They dubbed their voices, for God's sakes, because they couldn't even speak right. They like have guys who actually speak English having other guys dub their voices because they couldn't act. That's the way that this goes. They have soldiers getting killed like 4 different times from 4 different angles to make it look like they got a whole army full of people. They don't, people. It's low budget. That's what you get with this, but it's fun as hell. And it's Inglorious Bastards, and soon you will see it on the big screen, and you'll go, man, what was the big deal? And you won't even know it till you watch it.